little unicorns, and welcome back to my channel. If this is the first time that you're on my channel, I'm Vanessa and I. Welcome to the fam. So today's pick a card reading is all about your love life during July of 2020. So this is a singles love reading. Today's tarot card reading is all about the romance in your life and the potential romance that is yet to come. So in order to help you figure out what is going on during the month of July, I have prepared these 4 groups of beautiful crystals that you may choose from. Furthermore, if you are interested in getting some of these crystals for yourself, or another beautiful piece, I will leave the link to each one of these beautiful specimens down below, as well as the link to the rest of my crystal collection, which feel free to browse through, to shop, to just inform yourself of the powers of these beautiful, beautiful gems. So the 4 crystals that I have prepared for you for today's reading are as follows. We have the Cognac Calcite, we have the Celestine, we have the Geode, as well as the Carnelian. And as usual, the timestamps to all 4 groups can be found down below in the description box, as well as pinned to the comment section where you have quick and easy access. So all you need to do really is just click the corresponding timestamp and you will be fast forwarded to your part of the reading. So I don't want to waste too much time within the intro. As usual, of course, hit that subscribe button if this is the first time that you're here and you ended up enjoying your reading and found that it resonated. But aside from that, just enjoy the video. Just lean back and enjoy the divine messages. So I will be starting off with the first group, which corresponds to the Cognac Calcite, and to all of my other lovely groups. I will catch you at the click of your timestamp. Hello, group number 1, and welcome to your reading. So you chose the Cognac Calcite, which is just such a gorgeous gem, such a gorgeous mineral. It kind of glistens in all of these different honey colors. It is an absolute joy. It is almost like a ray of sunshine, if you will. But let's move into your reading in order to figure out what is going on in your love life during July of 2020. So we have the initiation as well as the star mother. So in the initiation, one thing that I can see here is that your love life is going somewhere different. Your love life is entering a new era, a new phase. And this is something that you did not expect. This is a new phase that you maybe saw from a distance. So this could be, for instance, a relationship or coming back to a place where you feel comfortable dating. And one thing that I can just see here is the light just gets bigger and bigger. You just start to notice more and more what you're drifting towards and where your love life is going. You may think to yourself at first, is this a sign that I'm meant to be in a relationship? Is this a sign that I'm moving towards my twin flame? And then, it gets closer, it gets clearer, and you understand more and more where your love life is meant to be in July. In the Star Mother, I see here that you have to ask yourself, though, what you can do for yourself in order to make yourself feel more loved during the time that you're moving to this new sacred space in your love life. Because sometimes, especially when you're single, not because you want to rush things or because you don't understand that good things can take time, but just because it happens, you can get lonely. You can feel like you're all alone in this world and you need a little bit of love. You need a little bit of somebody to take care of you, to make you feel emotionally pampered. And in the Star Mother, I want you to know that sometimes you just need to do that for yourself. Sometimes you need to be your own Star Mother, if you will. You need to find ways to mother yourself. Ooh, we have the 10 of materials. So in the 10 of materials, one thing that I can see here is that your love life is going to benefit from the fact that your earthly realms are in order. You have your career as well as your finances in a healthy place, so there's nothing to worry about there, which is always amazing news. Furthermore, in the 10 of materials, I want you to just enjoy that, and I want you to not feel bad for it, because in July, there may be people who are a little bit jealous. There may be people who are intimidated by your ambition as well as your career, but that is not something that I want you to allow to ruin the festivities, to ruin just the joy that you have in correspondence to your career. Then we have the Muse of Inspiration. So just to clarify, the Muse of Inspiration in the traditional tarot is the King of Wands. It's the King of Fire, if you will. So I want you to know in the Muse of Inspiration that there is a possibility that this person is moving into your life romantically. The Muse of Inspiration, how can you tell if you're dealing with this person during July? So the Muse of Inspiration is somebody who is mature. This is somebody who is most likely older than you. This person is accomplished in their career. They know where they're going. They know what it is that they desire. They're decisive, and they're also somebody who is very passionate about the things that they have as hobbies, about their job. So when somebody speaks to you very passionately about all the things that they're up to, that is the Muse of Inspiration type of person, okay? Another thing with the Muse of Inspiration is that they can act on a whim, okay? They can do things very spontaneously. That may be something that you like, that may be something that is a little challenging, but that is essentially who this Muse of Inspiration is. And then we have the Muse of Voices. Okay, so it seems as though during July you have two people who are interested in moving in, okay? Moving in on you, moving in on your love life. In the Muse of Voices, this is somebody essentially the King of Swords, okay? This is someone of an air sign with air sign tendencies, placements. They're very much bound to logic. Both of these people have masculine energy, very phallic energy, and that masculine energy is the kind of energy that gets them to just do things, okay? They're spontaneous. They're not afraid of rejection. They're not afraid of what may go wrong. They're very confident, okay? The Muse is really the most mature and oldest version of this person, of people, period, okay? So I want you to know here in the Muse of Voices that this person is really like at a point where they're secure, where they're stable, and they're just interested in you. They're just interested in love. Let's move a little further in. We have the Awakening. So at the same time that you have all of these interesting people moving into your life when it comes to love, I see here in Awakening that you're coming to some realizations that may be completely new to you, okay? These realizations may have to do with your preferences, with your romantic preferences, with the preferences that you have when it comes to getting physical and intimate. I can definitely see you moving into a state where you understand more of what you like and what you would rather not have within your space, okay? So in Awakening, keep all things like open. Don't already write off the Muse of Inspiration or the Muse of Voices during July, even though you're going through this awakening and even though you're getting to know yourself, because your opinions will change very rapidly and unexpectedly. And by that, I mean, if you, for instance, said to yourself, you don't want to be with somebody, just as an example, you don't want to be with somebody who has a very busy schedule because you want to have enough time to spend with them. You may feel that way one day, and then the next day you wake up and you're like, actually my life has been pretty busy. So somebody with a busy schedule might actually fit. Then a week later you're like, actually no, I need a little bit more time. I'm feeling a little bit lonely. So know that there is a lot going on for you mentally during July when it comes to your thoughts about love. Then we have community as well as embracing. So I want you to know here that just feeling kind of like embraced when it comes to love is what is coming for you. I want you to know in embracing that just having these two options in love is definitely going to make you feel as though there's a lot of choice, okay? There's a lot of different ways in which you can find love, a lot of opportunity, and it's always something that makes you feel more settled, more relaxed when you know that you don't have to go through life without love or without feeling wanted or desired. So desirability is something that is here for you during July. Then we have freedom as well as success. So furthermore, in freedom, one thing that I can see is that you're very freedom loving, okay? You're the type of person who likes to have their space. You like your freedom. You don't want to be told by anybody what to do, what not to do. And I can see here that that is something where you just feel like you're on top of the world. So you have these people who are interested in you during the month of July, and it just makes you feel free. It makes you feel like, hey, I can choose whoever I want. I am popular, finally. especially if you were not very popular at an earlier stage in your life. I am desirable, I am free, because at the end of the day, it is my choice whether I want to be in a relationship or not. But I'm not trying to get into a relationship out of desperation or out of just the sheer fact that I'm afraid nobody else will want me. So that is really what is going to bring you success in love. That is really what is going to put you into a good place, into a healthy place, because you're not bothered, okay? You're very unbothered. You're not in a place where you're just taking leftovers. No, you're taking those freshly cooked meals that just show that you value yourself and that there are choices here, and that makes you very attractive. So July is really a month where you are extraordinarily attractive romantically. Then we have the rubellite, and I want you to know here in the rubellite that just because you're so enthusiastic about your love life, things are going well, I see here that that gives you energy and motivation to work on meaningful projects that are dear to your heart. So these can be projects that are, of course, unrelated to your romantic situation. These can be projects at your work, projects just generally that you have started, and I want you to know in the rubellite that now is a great time for you to do that. Now is a great time for you to focus on projects that you love, that you're passionate about, because you're in a relaxed place when it comes to your love life. Then we have the lapis lazuli. So in the lapis lazuli, one thing that I can see here is kind of a little bit of a mirror here with awakening. So we have a lot of epiphanies coming towards you, a lot of aha moments where you just think to yourself, oh yeah, this is what I really needed. I didn't even know this. And I can see here that July is really a time for big and blessed change. It is a time for you to feel supported romantically by the universe, by God, whatever force it is that you believe in, the laws of attraction. And I can see here that just every step of the way feels easy. Every step of the way just feels like you're moving in a direction that you are happy to move into, okay? So love is not a struggle in July. Love is something that just seems like you have a lot of choices and you don't even necessarily want to be tied down so quickly. You're kind of really enjoying your freedom. You're enjoying just this feeling of liberation, this feeling of not worrying. So I want to read to you a postcard on what you need to focus on. So, dearest you, are you taking yourself and your problems too seriously? Maybe take a little break from all that and start having fun. When you stop fixating on what has been making you heavy-hearted, we get a chance to move some magic in your direction. We just need you to let go a little. Spirit needs some room and gets very inspired by your laughter when you have fun. When was the last time you got really loose, silly, and goofy? Maybe you need to go dancing or watch some very funny comedy to make you laugh, or call the one friend you know will remind you how ridiculous and delightfully giddy you can be. You will return refreshed and renewed and ready to once again see the world as less daunting. And you will be ready to receive in perfect timing the bounty that Spirit has for you. Don't you just love how much we care about you? So these are the messages that we received from your guides, from your spirit guides. So there's definitely fun coming towards you, okay? It's just being reiterated. A little tip to call that friend, to call that person that you know will get you in a fun mood, and just focus on your abundance. Just focus on the fact that it's a fun month when it comes to love. It's a month that feels like things are just flowing easily and your love life is in an awesome place. So group number one, this is the reading that I received for you. I truly hope that you enjoyed it. I hope you found it insightful. Let me know down below in the comment section what hit home for you. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. That really helps push my videos to those who need to hear these messages the most. So group number one, wherever you are, I wish you an amazing day or night, and I will see you in one of my upcoming videos. Hello group number two, and welcome to your reading. So you chose the Celestine, which some of you have said looks like a fluffy little puppy or a bear. I mean, okay, I feel you. So this is a gorgeous mineral. It's such a beautiful crystal in this soft pastel blue tone. I actually love spreading these around my house, but let's move into your reading in order to figure out exactly what is going on in your love life during July. So let's see what's up. We have dance as well as get grounded. So one thing that I can see here is just reconnecting with your body, fully loving your body, okay? By dancing, you're shifting your energy, you're shifting your vibration, and you're putting yourself back into a fun, loving state. So dance does not necessarily mean go out and dance in public. I mean turning on your music and just jamming to whatever is on, having fun with your body, moving it in fun, crazy ways, maybe singing along to the music. Do you know when you do everything? You do the singer's voice, you do the background singer, vocalist's voice, you do the instruments, like I mean that kind of jamming, okay? Then furthermore, in Get Grounded, I want you to know that you're just like reconnecting with the nature as well. So what inspires you to get back into just singing in the shower, having fun, jamming out, is the fact that you're reconnecting with your body and the nature. Spending more time in the nature is coming in July, being more outside of your house. Maybe also because you're finally allowed to go outside of your house again, but I see here in Get Grounded that you are also a highly sensitive person. You're an empath. So what brings you back to a place of love, as well as romantic love, you know, and platonic love, is just grounding your highly sensitive energy and not being in a place where you feel anxious. I see that battling anxiety around love is really the key here when it comes to your love life during July. Then we have a relaxation. So your love life seems to really leave you in a spot where you feel like you can finally relax, where you feel like you can just be chill. I see that you're taking time to yourself. You're not too much in a rush to do anything in love. And that is just great energy. That just shows that shifting your vibration as well as grounding yourself has been efficient and has worked out for you. Then we have inner peace. So literally just more relaxation, more of you being in a very chill and zen mode. Participating in yoga as well as just meditation is a great way to come to these states of relaxation. You may already be doing that. It may be something that you begin during the month of July, or you finally start to take it seriously. But let's get into a bit more juicy details about love itself, shall we? So we have the Eight of Voices. So in the Eight of Voices, one thing that I can see here is that you've had a little bit too much of a tunnel vision when it comes to your love life. I can see in the Eight of Voices that you have an idea of what love will be for you. You have an idea of where you want your love life to go, but I can see here that that is a little narrow-minded, because that's not what's going to happen, okay? Your love life is going to turn out more or less the direct opposite of what you thought it would turn out to be. So allowing yourself to already be a little bit more open-minded about how your love life might turn out would most likely be very helpful. Then we have the Seven of Voices. So I see that your love life is moving into a place where you have more hope for the love that you wished for, but as I already said, it's going to be very different. You're going to be either with somebody who you absolutely did not expect to be with, or it'll just happen at a time where you have not been looking for love whatsoever, okay? And I want you to know here in the Seven of Voices that you have to like think and move quickly. There are some people who are showing interest in you during the month of July, but they're just here for the fun, okay? They're just here for the plate to go. They're not here to sit down, have that conversation, and properly enjoy you, properly enjoy what you bring to the table. They're just like a to-go kind of person, and that is not to say that you're not interesting or not valuable romantically. That is just the type of person that you're going to encounter, okay? So don't reflect that upon your value, because that is absolutely not your value. Then in the Five of Materials, I see here that your job, okay, your career needs more attention than your love life does. I see that money is going out quicker than it's coming in during the month of July, and your guides are really trying to say to you, hey, you need to pay attention to your finances, you need to save a little more, you need to do a bit more budgeting. While July is like a very relaxed month, don't get too lax, okay? Don't get too chill where you're just spending money without thinking and just all namaste. I mean, I get you, I feel you, but at the same time, you don't want that stress later down the line. So pay attention to that. I know it's not related to love, but I still feel as though it's important for you to know. Then we have the Ace of Voices. And in the Ace of Voices, one thing that I can see here is that when it comes to love, when it comes to dating, I can see here in the Seven of Voices that you will see instinctively who that person is that is just coming into your life for a plate to go, the person who is not here to fully appreciate you. And to you, it's just all a game, okay? To you, you may entertain them for a little bit, but you know not to go too close, you know not to invest too many feelings, because obviously we don't want to end up hurt. We don't want to put ourselves in a situation that will make us feel uncomfortable or that will make us feel like not loved and not valued. That is not what we're trying to do, group number 2. Then we have the sun. So the sun is actually the planet that rules Leos. So I want you to know here that Leos may be just what you're attracting. It could also be that you're a Leo and this month is just giving you energy. You know, we're at your birthday. It's really just firing you up. And I want you to know here that you are just like in a place where you feel almost immortal, okay, where you feel invincible when it comes to love, because as I said, you're going to be able to see through when people are serious, when people are just here to play games, and overall just a very powerful feeling is what surrounds you. Then we have the first house. One of those reasons is because during July you're going through a phase where you're very happy with your looks, you're very happy with your exterior impression that you give people, and you feel as though, okay, I'm in a place where I just love myself, where I know my worth, and I don't feel the need to necessarily change anything. I don't feel the need that, okay, I have to look better, I have to dress differently. You may still be interested in doing something to alter your appearance, but during July, like, it doesn't really bother you. You're really getting to know yourself on a different level where you feel like you can love yourself fully and wholly. Then we have the Gemini. So the Gemini is somebody that may enter your life in correspondence to love. Gemini and Leo energy is what I receive for you. And I want you to know here that this Gemini energy is very communicative, it's mischievous, lively, witty, and informative. The Gemini is usually very much an entertainer, very much a smooth talker, and just a nice exchange, a nice stimulating conversation is what I see here. But overall, we don't really get the twin flame vibe from these people. This is not really your forever situation. Then we have the Pisces. So we have a lot going on here with the signs. I want you to know here, the Pisces energy is very loving. The Pisces energy is compassionate as well as forgiving, okay? So I see here that we have a nice balance. We have, you know, the sun, which could also correspond to fire signs. We have the Gemini, which is an air sign. We have Pisces, which is a water sign. So a lot of energy that is kind of balanced in a way. A lot of energy that balances one another out is one thing that I see in correspondence to your love sign, to your love life, sorry, your love sign. What is a love sign? So furthermore, I just want you to look out for these signs. I want you to look out for the people who enter your life, what their sun sign is, what their moon sign is, and see these as indications as, you know, who these people are and what kind of role that they will play in your life. I definitely see in the Pisces that we have somebody who will understand you, who is emotionally available, and then the Gemini, just somebody who kind of wants to have fun, somebody who is just here to have a good time, to have somebody to have a stimulating conversation with. But overall, allow yourself to just know that these encounters in July, it's just a phase, okay? It's not your forever home. It's not your forever love life. You're just having a good time. You're keeping your inner peace. You're not giving your sanity up for nobody, group number 2, okay? Nobody is driving you crazy. Nobody is putting you in a situation where they're stressing you out because they're not texting back, they're sending mixed signals. Even if people try to do that, you're just relaxed, you're just chill, okay? You are not going to give up your inner peace for anybody. And I'm proud of you, group number 2, because coming to that point takes maturity and it takes self-love. It takes you valuing yourself and your inner peace enough to not let somebody disrupt that. And that's awesome, especially in correspondence to love, because we can do some crazy things when we're in situations like that that are imbalanced. But you are in a place of an equilibrium. So group number 2, this is the reading that I received for you. I hope that you found it interesting, and I hope that it was reassuring to your love life in July. And I'm just really excited for you to have this relaxed month. If you're new to my channel, do not forget to subscribe in order to never miss another reading, and also give this video a thumbs up so as many people as possible are going to be able to receive these messages that they may desperately need. So group number 2, I wish you a fabulous day or night. I hope you're staying safe, and I will see you in one of my upcoming videos. Hello, group number 3, and welcome to your reading. So you chose the Geode group number 3, which is just such a gorgeous stone. I love just putting geodes all around my house. These are so beautiful, and each and every one is just so unique and just has such a unique little design here. So absolutely amazing choice. The geode is also a stone that helps amplify energies, amplify positive energies, and just make them that much more powerful. So this is an amazing stone to keep around other stones whose energy you would like to amplify. But let's move into your reading to figure out exactly what is going on in your love life during the month of July. So we have Warrior Woman as well as Don't Dim to Fit In. So July is really a month of just being yourself, feeling empowered, and relentlessly letting the world know this is who I am, and I'm not going to dim my light to fit in for anybody. So coming to a place where you're not going to allow yourself to devalue yourself just to make somebody else more comfortable. You know how there are certain situations in love where you can tell that people are more comfortable when you make jokes about yourself that really hit sensitive topics or areas, just low-key putting yourself down a little bit. That is when they laugh the hardest, that is what they find the funniest, and that is often an indication of where they are mentally, the fact that they feel a little insecure about you and your presence. But you're not doing that. You're just being yourself. You're absolutely not going to be putting yourself down or compromising your integrity just to make somebody else feel better. No, absolutely not. I can see here in the Warrior Woman that you have this energy of being unafraid, of not wanting a relationship so bad that you would put yourself down for it, which is awesome, because so many people struggle with that. So many people are afraid that they will never find love, and instead of kind of just being confident of their self-worth and value and the fact that they are lovable, they resort to putting themselves down just to attract somebody who ends up being maybe toxic or abusive. But I see here that you're in a courageous place in July, and you're doing all of the things that you thought you would not have the guts to do. Okay, I see that you're in this place where you think to yourself, if I was not afraid, what would I do? You check out the answer and you're like, fine, I'm doing that today. Then we have dance. So in dance, I see you shifting your vibration, doing something to shift your vibration with your body. This could be yoga, this could be going for a hike, just overall doing something to connect with your body again, to feel your body, to sweat it out. So working out is most likely a big one here for you in July, and that most likely makes you feel more comfortable in your body as well. Then we have the ever unfolding rose. So the ever unfolding rose is just kind of like the gift that keeps giving, if you will. I want you to know here that things like it's cracked open, as in your love life is just happening for you, okay? Your love life is just constantly showing and embracing more facets and more areas that you most likely didn't even know existed. So the ever unfolding rose just shows you so many more ways how you can find love. You may, for instance, find a love interest in a very unexpected place in public or online, you know, just expanding the apps that you have, the different places that you kind of go to on the web, and seeing just how many more facets there are to love and how many more places there are to meet people than you ever thought possible. And just know that the experiences during July when it comes to your love life, it's happening for you, not to you. Don't feel as though you're single or still single because life is just happening to you in an unfair way. No, life is just showing you all of the different aspects and facets, and it is here for you to show you what is out there for you to choose from. And then we have the 5 of materials. So Group number 3, I need to talk to you about finances real quick. There is more money going out in July than there is coming in, okay? There is the tendency to overspend and feel bad about it later. So spend now, feel bad later. And I want you to be careful when it comes to that. I want you to really think. I want you to take time in July to budget, to make sure that you have all your finances in a good place. I mean, I'm all for self-care, but there's also free self-care, okay? With dancing, you can dance for free in your room. So focus on that. There's a reason why you tuned into this reading. Then we have the Queen of Voices. So the Queen of Voices here is your potential love interest during July of 2020. The Queen of Voices is somebody who is discerning, somebody who is very much attached to their logical side. This is not somebody who is here to talk about their feelings. This is not somebody who is here to kind of like be very emotional. This person is very much focused on just what is real, what is scientifically proven, and they're an awesome communicator. So while it's hard for them to speak on their emotions and speak about their feelings, they are still the type of person who is great at just communicating what is going on, okay? So overall, they're the kind of person who is mature. They're a person who is looking into the future and trying to plan the future. I see here in the Six of Voices that this person is a great listener. This person is somebody who you feel safe around and just safe to speak to in general. So this is a really nice combination for your love life as like a potential love interest, somebody who is not only communicative and open-minded, but you can speak to very easily and feel comfortable around. So they may not always get why you're as emotional as you are or why your emotions are kind of drifting you towards a certain way, but they will try to understand and they will be there to listen to everything you have to say. Then we have the Page of Emotions. So in the page, we have this kind of inexperience factor. So I want you to know that they're most likely in their sun sign a air sign, because the Queen of Voices connects to air signs. And in the Page of Emotions, we have the water sign being kind of like the less important aspect, but still in their chart. So it could be that their moon sign, for instance, is a water sign. And I see here in the Page of Emotions that they're kind of learning or relearning how to be emotionally connected, how to be in a place where they can be vulnerable, where they can show their emotions and their feelings without feeling embarrassed or without it being strange, without it being something that they're not used to at all. So reconnecting with their emotional side as well as romantic love is something that I see here happening for this person, and they're doing so because they're spending time with you. They're doing so because you're inspiring them to reconnect with their emotional self. Then we have the Untitled, and I see here in the Untitled that some of the things that you have been praying for are opening the door for divine solutions. I see here that you are supported when it comes to your manifestations, and the reason why your manifestations are working is because, as we spoke about at the beginning of your reading, you're very confident, you're feeling empowered, and you're courageous. And when you act as if you have already manifested the things that you desire, when you truly believe that they are already yours in a different plane, and that plane just needs to move into where you will be able to see it in, you know, the physical realm that we interact in, that is when you properly can manifest. That is when your manifestations work effortlessly, when you truly believe that what you desire is already yours. So know that shifting into that feeling is valuable for you during July. Then in the Aqua Aura, I see here heart-to-heart discussions, healthy communications in all of your relationships. Not only this new connection that we have coming for you here in love, but also the relationships that already exist in your life. So your family and your friends. I see a lot of heartfelt words being shared. I see a lot of communication where you're opening up and being completely honest. In the Clear Quartz, we just have you feeling all the feels, all of your emotions. I see here that your entire rainbow spectrum of feelings is sending you important messages as well as guidance, and just not ignoring that, making sure that you're taking it seriously, that you're giving your emotions a chance to speak to you, to speak on life to you. That is where I see you not only opening up to friends and family, but also just getting more clear with yourself on what it is that you need in love. Then last but not least, we have the kyanite, and the kyanite is trying to remind you to make time for self-care. So things may be really fun and interesting while you're engaging here with this person that we have in the Queen of Voices and the Page of Emotions, but it's important for you to take time and care for yourself. It's essential, especially when you're dating, especially when you're single. Take care of yourself, because when you put other people first, or when you put dating first, when you plan things with other people before you plan how you're going to take care of yourself, how you are going to do things for yourself, you're putting other people first. And putting other people first in a committed relationship is completely different to doing so when you're still dating. Don't put somebody else first before they have proven themselves to be worthy, before they have proven that they are loyal, because at the end of the day, let's be real, love is just a playing field that can be unfair. Love is often a game, and you know, it would be silly of me to just tell you, well, just give everybody your time, love, and affection. And no, when it comes to dating, I will relentlessly let you know to take care of yourself first, because too many people are selfish when it comes to love. So you have to be a little selfish, or so-called selfish, when I think it's just makes sense to take care of yourself and your own needs until you're established in a connection that you know will last and is mutually beneficial. So group number 3, this is the reading that I received for you. I hope that you found it empowering. I hope that you found it motivational. If this is the first time you were on my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, leave a little comment down below letting me know what really hit home for you. And furthermore, give this video a like in order to allow as many people as possible to benefit from this reading and these messages. So group number 3, I hope you're staying safe. I hope you're doing amazing. I'm sending you a ton of love and light, and I'll see you in one of my upcoming videos. Hello group number 4, and welcome to your reading. So you chose the Carnelian, group number 4, and this is just such a gorgeous stone. It is like blood red. Some of them are very orange, some of them are very red. It's just such a gorgeous stone that just fits in your palm beautifully. It's great for balancing your chakras as well as energy work. But let's move into your reading in order to figure out what's happening in your love life during the month of July. So we have Keepers of the Earth as well as Share Your Voice. So one thing that I can see here is expression is not allowing people to walk all over you, especially not in love. So I just see you kind of coming to this understanding that you're not alone. You have the energy of your ancestors besides you, and you're kind of asking yourself, if I had somebody I looked up to right next to me, seeing how I am when it comes to love, would they be proud of me? Would they say that I'm doing the right thing? So that is where I see in Share Your Voice, you just being very open, expressing how you're feeling, and not allowing anybody to get away with things anymore, because there are too many people who have, you know, kind of like taken your kindness for weakness in the past, and you're just not here for it, okay? Especially not in July, because you want to make not only your ancestors proud, not only your family and loved ones proud, you want to make yourself proud too, and show yourself that you can stand up and say, if you feel as though this connection is not mutually beneficial, this connection is only benefiting the other person, I'm going to speak up or walk away. Then we have Don't Dim to Fit In. So you're relentlessly being yourself. Group number 4, hey. One thing that I can see in Don't Dim to Fit In is that you are not allowing society to make you dim your light in order to fit in. So for instance, if you are somebody who is very petite or somebody who is very curvy, you're not allowing that to dictate who you date. That doesn't mean you have to date somebody who is petite or you have to date somebody who is curvier. No, not at all. You can do whatever you want to do, because this is your lifetime and you're not going to dim who you are or your preferences in order to fit in. Then we have the Star Mother. So we have a lot of nurturing energy here. I see you having this opportunity to take time to heal any kind of hurt with your mother. If you have the chance to, you know, see her, if you have the chance to talk to her, I also see here that now is a time for you to ask yourself, well, July is a time for you to ask yourself how you can nurture yourself more and take care of yourself more. So you don't really feel the need to be nurtured by other people, especially not those who you're interested in dating, because whenever you feel very much like you need other people's approvals in love, that makes you vulnerable, because people can feel when you're insecure. People can feel when you're afraid to share your voice and afraid to speak up when they're playing games. So I definitely see that just learning to love yourself, take care of yourself more, nurture yourself will make you less susceptible to people exploiting a need for love, a need for acceptance and nurturing energy. Then we have these 6 of materials. So in these 6 of materials, I see here a really awesome connection, a really awesome date that you're going on in July, or just maybe it's actually an online date, depending on where you live and what the current economic situation is. But I definitely see you having a lot of fun here, enjoying what is going on, enjoying the conversation, as well as being like pampered, okay? Pampered as in somebody paying for the date, somebody taking you out and just spoiling you a little bit. And I don't want you to feel bad. I don't want you to feel as though, you know, you always need to kind of split a check or, you know, do like the 50-50 thing, whatever it is. If somebody truthfully just wants to invite you and they're offering, it's also fine for you to accept. That doesn't mean that you can't take care of yourself. That is just you accepting somebody wanting to give you something. Then we have the 3 of voices. So in the 3 of voices, one thing that I can see here is that a part of you is still in a place where you're hurting. You may be hurting from a past relationship. You may just be hurting overall because you're in a difficult place with your family and friends, and that can make you feel very alone. That can make you feel like maybe you spoke up too soon, or maybe you said something that you shouldn't have said. And I want you to know that, you know, sometimes you just need to be in that place and have stood up for yourself instead of allow people to continue to abuse you, because some people are only happy or satisfied when they are able to abuse you, abuse your kindness. And at the end of the day, you have to set boundaries, and it's nothing for you to feel bad about. Then we have the 9 of voices, where one thing that I can see here is that you have to focus on the quality of your sleep, because you've kind of been not taking the best care, not having the best sleep hygiene, if you will. I want you to know that it's very important for you to have some rituals right before you go to bed. So for instance, for me, you know, when I start my skincare, that is when going to bed begins. I do my skincare, I brush my teeth, I put some body lotion on, I start to just wind down, get my books ready to read, make sure that I put my dogs to bed, so on and so forth. So engage in a ritual that just shows your mind, that just mentally already puts you in a place of, okay, I'm going to bed. Then we have the 10 of emotions as well as the Emperor. So we have a very special kind of person coming into your life in love. The Emperor is a very strong person, a very mature person. This is somebody who has power over other people, okay, but not you. And that is why it is so interesting. I can see here in the 10 of emotions that this person just really makes the month of July for you. They make it interesting. They make it feel as though love is moving into a good place, into a positive place. And I want you to know that it's just so fun feeling as though this person is usually the boss of the establishment. This person is usually the one who calls the shots, most likely in their professional life as well as their personal life. But when it comes to you, they're kind of like fighting for your affection. They're fighting for your attention as well. Then we have the Hanged Muse. So overall, I see that things are not going to move too quickly though. I see that July is a month of taking your time in love. It is a month where you're just allowing yourself to also see things from different perspectives. So not feeling so black and white about who you're going to date, being a bit more open-minded, as well as trying different platforms, which is most likely where you meet this person, such as the Emperor, that you usually maybe wouldn't encounter, or you usually would feel is kind of like a little bit out of your reach, okay? So this is a very interesting month when it comes to love for you. This is a month that kind of like allows you to see yourself as well as your worth in a new light. Not that you didn't see your worth before, but you're just really in an eclectic kind of mood and place. Then we have a voyage. So as we spoke about briefly, venturing into different places where you can meet people. So this could be different online portals, downloading like a new app, a new social media app where you meet people, where you can engage with other people. But it could also just straight up be a dating app, and just allowing yourself to not feel embarrassed about this, but to understand that this is how millions and millions of people connect in this day and age. There's no reason for you to feel as though anything is wrong with that. Then we have adventures, we have action, as well as going forward. So there is a lot of news for you during July for love. I see an adventure that, you know, through voyaging, through spending time in different places on social media, on the web, I see that you will go on a whole like bunch of adventures. There may be a website that you go on and you think to yourself, wow, this is really not it, or I really don't fit in here. And then you go to a different app, a different platform, and you think to yourself, wow, this is another crazy place to be in. So a lot of changes of scenery in love, a lot of different scenarios, but who prevails is definitely the Emperor. That person is somebody that you will speak to throughout the month. In action as well as going forward, I definitely see that you're the one initiating your love life going forward. You're the one who is creating the love life of your desires. And I see that you're doing so one step at a time by first and foremost, of course, empowering yourself, telling yourself that you're not going to dim in order to fit in. You're not going to kind of dim your light or completely shut who you are out just in order to please others or to make others feel better about themselves. That time is over. That maybe used to be you in high school, middle school, whenever that was. But now you are just on a completely different wavelength, and you understand that it is not your job to please other people. The only person that you need to be happy with, that you need to like, is you. And that's the beginning and the end of the story. And I see here going forward that you're moving forward with this radiant light. I see that during July, you are very attractive romantically. People can see this confidence, and people are really lusting after this confidence, okay? People are really into the fact that you're so empowered and just in a place where they're like, damn, like this person is so confident, this person really knows their worth, I need to get to know them. So in going forward, we have this beautiful green scenery. So if this is the group that you chose and you made it all the way to the end of your reading, leave a little tree of any kind down below that resonates with you. Leave a little tree emoji in order to let me know, and also as a token of good luck when it comes to your love life. So group number 4, this is the reading that I received for you. I truly hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you found it insightful and that it gave you a lot of extra information about yourself and your love life. If you're new to my channel, do not forget to hit that subscribe button, as well as give this video a big old thumbs up right down below in order to make sure that everybody else who is in need of receiving these messages is able to do so. So I hope you're staying safe, group number 4. I wish you nothing but love and light, and I will see you in one of my upcoming videos.